And now, a word from
Infirmary Media.
God damn it.
It's time for Blumpkin and Friends, starring your host, the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
Hey kids, I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin, and with me here today is my friend,
Joey Black.
And we are here for another BWO WrestleCast.
Ooh, wrestling.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Wrestling.
So if you don't like wrestling, sorry.
No, I'm not.
You're not?
No.
Now there'll be other stuff, but it's wrestling themed, and I like to just take wrestling and riff on it.
Yeah, we're usually pretty entertaining anyways, even if you don't like wrestling. But if you don't, fuck yourself.
Oh.
Well, maybe a little bit.
How do you fuck yourself a little bit?
You kind of start and stop. You just like stutter step it.
Like it hurts, so you don't want to keep going?
Kind of. Something like that.
So Jim the Anvil Neidhart died.
Yeah, that sucks.
He died on the 13th of August, which is just a week ago, at the age of 63.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the dumbed-down story here. He felt shitty and then was going to call 911 and then had some sort of emergency, I'm air quoting, and then he fell down and hit his head, I think, on a table, and then he died.
Yeah, and that's, I guess I didn't hear all of that. I heard that he fell ill and cracked his noggin.
Yeah.
Sucks.
It's a very Family Guy way to go.
It's a little cartoony.
It's just like Howie Mandel trying to blow up the condom on his head or the glove with his nose, and he passes out, hits his head on the table, and bleeds everywhere.
Yeah, it's
no
classic.
Offense to the Anvil's family.
Yeah, no, not at
all.
But
that's just, it's the first thing it fucking reminded me of. So now, with his death, there is a sole member of the Hart Foundation, wrestler-wise, that is still alive. That is
Brett.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah.
Preceded in death by Davey Boy Smith, Owen Hart, Anvil, Jim Neidhart, and also Brian Pillman.
Yeah.
It's a lot of death.
That is.
It's a lot of death. Do you have anything to add to this?
No, not at all. I mean, what is there to add? It's a sad subject.
My biggest exposure to the Anvil was by playing WCW Nitro and Thunder for PS1.
Nice.
Because they had like almost the entire WCW roster.
Oh yeah,
and he was on it.
On there, yeah.
And I really loved that game. And he was pretty badass in that game. Otherwise, he didn't set the world ablaze. He really only ever had 2 tag team championships are at the top of his accomplishment list. And other than that, nothing really.
Yeah, I don't think he ever really got a solo push or anything. It was all tag or nothing, basically.
Yeah, so really, even though he only did that much, the original Hart Foundation, him and Bret Hart, are regarded as one of the best tag teams ever in WWF.
Yeah, well, I mean, more so like his character and his crazy laugh that he had and stuff like that.
God, what if that's not a fake laugh?
I don't think it was. I think
that force.
like, I'm pretty sure that's just how he laughed.
Sometimes my laugh is like that, and I think people look at me like I'm crazy, like I'm Robert De Niro's character laughing in the theater smoking during Cape Fear, which was then parodied by The Simpsons with Sideshow Bob.
Simpsons did it.
Yeah, Simpsons did it. So that was topic 1A.
1A. What's 1B?
1B is another death.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Grandmaster Sexay.
Yeah.
Which died while incarcerated in a local jail lockup, which he got caught up in a DUI case, and his death is under suspicious circumstances. I say that because he was in a segregation cell, but it is claimed that he hung himself with his shoelaces.
Don't they usually take your shoelaces?
This is where I love the fact that I can chime in.
Yeah, because you actually know a little bit about it.
11-year correctional officer. You don't have shoelaces.
That's what I thought.
In a facility like that. You have either shower sandals, a.k.a. the sperm surfers, Because when you're in the communal shower, people jack off in the shower. You got the sandal as the barrier between your foot and all the drain babies.
Gross.
That might be encrusted to the floor. And I've talked about how in the summer you can tell when somebody's recently jerked off in the shower.
Why?
Well, because heat and moisture magnify scent. So you know how it smells worse when you fart in the shower? That's why. Imagine the smell of your load times 5 because of all the warm, damp air from the shower. It just reeks of cum.
I didn't know that cum really had a scent to it.
Have you never smelled your own cum?
Can't say I have.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Weirdo.
I don't know.
Next time you get some on your hand, just give it a little sniff.
All right.
Just so you know what cum smells like. So if ever you're in a position where someone's trying to trick you.
Well, no, I've had this conversation with other people, and they say it smells kind of like bleach.
No.
Or like some sort of like a cleaning product of some sort.
Yes, but it would be a very faint version of that. It doesn't sting the nostrils like bleach does.
Right. I don't know. That's just what I've been told. It has a hint of that.
It'd be like 2 parts lotion to 1 part bleach scent-wise. But that way, if you can identify the scent of cum, no one can ever pass you like a bowl of cream of mushroom soup. And you're like, oh, this is... Wait a minute, I smell the jizz, you son of a bitch.
I don't think I would just eat a cream of mushroom soup.
Okay, somebody gives you a piece of cherry pie with like a light glaze on it.
Yeah.
You can be like, it's cum. Not doing it.
But if I go down that route, I'm going to have to smell all the food I get to make sure there's no jizz in there.
Are you afraid that there's that many people out to feed you their seed against your will?
In restaurants and shit nowadays, you never know.
Oh, yeah, because people are like,
bitches.
Hey, welcome to Applebee's. I hope I get your throat pregnant. What? Nothing.
Have a nice meal.
Try the peach tea. So back to Brian Christopher's death here.
Yeah.
I have seen a picture of his neck from the hospital that Jerry Lawler put on the internet.
Oh shit, okay.
Okay, so imagine like a half necklace on the front, and there's a bruise mark.
Okay.
The bruising is on the left side of his neck, the right side of his neck, but not across his Adam's apple.
Wouldn't that have the most pressure in the center, like the Adam's apple area, if you hung yourself?
I would think so, because that's where it's constricting, but also it's cutting off the flow of blood on the side of your neck.
Right, yeah.
So that's making you pass out. So here's the thing. If you have ever been morbid enough to look up the Robin Williams autopsy photo.
No, I haven't. No.
Okay, well, I've seen it, and you can tell he fucking hung himself.
Yeah.
Brian Christopher does not look like he hung himself. He looks like somebody used ligature to strangle him, and then he got his hands here in front of his Adam's apple on either side to try to pull it away, but he passed out. Further compounding the theory that he is not responsible for his own death are 2 things. People that were in there with him have told Jerry the King Lawler, I have $32 to my name. If I had 90 million, I would bet you that he did not kill himself. That's a direct quote from another inmate. Now, maybe he's just blowing smoke to get his name out there or to get his word out there.
Yeah. You never know.
But here's the thing. Shoelaces and seg doesn't add up. What doesn't add up even more is that there were, I think, between 12 and 20 cameras not functioning in that facility at the time of his death.
Oh, that's convenient.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm calling bullshit because when I worked in a jail, cameras going down are an A1 top priority for repairs.
You think that if one went down, shit, they're still going to be in a hurry to fix it, let alone a group of them like 20 and shit.
The only thing that is more important to fix when it breaks down in a correctional facility are the electronic locks on the cell doors.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's all electronic now, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's not
all modernized facilities.
It's not like the old latch that you see people in the movies, like...
Yeah. There's still some old southern lockups, county jails or parish facilities that would still be key-driven, but the majority of them are electronic, and you call for the door open on your microphone if you got like a shoulder mic, or into your radio if you got it on your hip. You say, open A24.
Sure.
They push the button on the screen, it unlocks, you go through, you close it, you hear... Or much louder.
Sure.
Because some of the ones I've heard in the facilities I worked in, holy Christ.
Well, they probably want to make it very apparent that it's locking.
Just the fact that the doors have no closing mechanism on them to slow their slam. Oh. It's so fucking loud. Even if you're ready for it, it still jolts you. So I agree with the king to be suspicious, whereas some people might say it wasn't a suicide. Just like you see people on the street who get shot by the cops and they're like, he didn't have a gun, when he clearly had a gun on like the body cam. And I'm not trying to get political about like Black Lives Matter. I'm just saying examples of people that do shit and then perish while under police pursuit.
Right.
A lot of it's very cut and dry, but then you get these naysayers like, no, I think he was murdered. Not so much. And this one, I can see that angle. I wasn't there. I don't know. I will speculate that a lot of this not adding up and the fact that the authority in charge of that facility is not releasing any details of the investigation at this time. They won't even talk to the king.
Interesting.
But they had to release the body, obviously, to the next of kin.
Right. That's crazy.
Isn't it, though?
I wonder where it's going to happen or what's going to happen with this.
Well, somebody online was like, oh, you're telling me correctional officers don't ever beat people down? I'm like, that's not even close to what I said. Right. My comment was about cameras being of the utmost importance for repair so they can document what happens to cover their ass. What you're speculating about is that one person or several people all collaborated to commit murder and are covering for each other? Are you out of your fucking mind? The more people that are involved in a plot to kill, the easier it is to get one of them to flip because there's too many independent variables.
Oh, yeah.
Just like the amount of people they had in Reservoir Dogs. Never works. And I ended my argument with this fucking British guy just like, well, I'm giving my opinion based upon the fact that I work in the American criminal justice system in an American correctional facility.
Right.
You live across the pond, and what happens over there is not what happens over here. And just so you know, cameras are fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. And they are audited constantly, and there are too many checks and balances for this shit to not get found out. And P.S., the best way to get away with anything is to do it on your own and tell nobody it happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
No witnesses, no proof.
Yeah.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Article 2.
Ooh.
Did you hear about...
Section A?
No, there's just a 2.
Okay.
There's no...
what's the...
Subdivisions
That's
of
it.
2. Dave Meltzer.
Oh, what about him?
He was on, I think, the Wrestling Observer podcast. They do a podcast for that.
Okay.
Or maybe it's called Wrestling Observer Radio. I don't know the name of the show. The point is, he was talking with the other host about the Iconics. Is that how you say their name? The Iconics, with their stylized, stupid fucking name?
Billy Kay and Peyton Royce, yeah.
He made a comment about Peyton Royce.
Oh, what? Yeah.
He was talking about how their gimmick now does nothing for him. Their promos are very hit or miss. They're not really making an impact, so to speak, and he liked them better in NXT. And he kind of tap danced around saying he didn't find her as attractive. He's like, I guess you could say that when she was in NXT, I found her to be a tad lighter.
Oh, okay.
People went apeshit. Peyton Royce especially is like, what a horrible thing to say in this day and age when all it takes is one comment like yours to give a girl an eating disorder.
Yeah.
She recently went under breast augmentation surgery.
Okay.
And he did not explicitly talk about that she just got the breast implants and now she's more top heavy.
Sure.
But he had previously mentioned it within a minute or two of that comment saying she looks lighter.
Huh. I guess I'll have to look for it next time. I haven't noticed really any difference. But as far as her appearance goes, I mean, as far as her moving up from NXT, yeah, they've definitely not really gotten much traction.
So you look at the legacy that WWE has, even far back to when they were still WWF,
sure, with
having all of their females have fake tits.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the few women that didn't way back when was Molly Holly.
Yep.
She went against the grain, but you look at Trish Stratus, I'm pretty sure fake tits. Sable, fake tits for sure. Chyna, fake tits. Oh, yeah. Jacqueline, fake tits. Ivory, probably fake tits. Who was the black-haired, tall, leggy chick that was like a dancer? Her name's not a leg. Victoria?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Tori Wilson, fake tits. Michelle McCool, fake tits. Melina, fake tits.
You know who didn't? Stacy Keibler.
Right. Because I like those natties. Because you look at Charlotte Flair's fake tits, and I've commented that one breast is noticeably larger than the other.
Oh, yeah. You pulled it up on the computer the one time we did the show, and you're like, what do you think of this?
Yeah, that was a topic, is Charlotte Flair's disproportionate bust.
Right.
Pig-headed as some may find it, we're talking about wrestling, and I like boobs, so fuck you, it's my show. So Dave Meltzer immediately had to go on an apolodazzle campaign, saying, I didn't mean it like this. I obviously never said I don't find you attractive. I didn't say that you need to lose weight.
Right.
I'm very sorry for offending you, but once again, I was not meaning it that way, and I'm sorry if you got offended and took it wrongly.
Interesting.
And a bunch of broads are piling on, because anytime our ultra-touchy, super-sensitive society detects somebody criticizing anything about women these days, the feminists just spew blood out of their cunts and hate from their mouth. Yeah, I said it. Blood and hate. It sounds like a fucking Slayer song. Yeah. But do you find anything wrong with a comment where he just says she looks lighter if he's talking about her tits and having a boob job?
I mean, I guess I'm really not... I would have to hear it in the moment, I think, and not really have to analyze it just to get a natural reaction.
I'm giving you the abridged version just to dumb it down to make it easier for you. I didn't hear it myself. I read the transcript.
Sure.
And that's good enough for me because I could watch a pay-per-view and it sucks.
Yeah.
Or I could do what I used to do and not watch the pay-per-views when JBL was champion back in like 05. And I'd sit there and bitch on the internet, and people are like, you didn't watch the pay-per-view, so you didn't get to say it was crappy. And I just have to go, I'm not judging the performance or merit of the matches in and of themselves as much as the storylines that drive me nuts and the direction of the company, fuckface. I can see where it's going. Cowboy Hat McGee is still the goddamn champion, and there are much better, more athletic, more deserving people. You don't need to have some firebrand, white male, hillbilly, fucking Wall Street champion. Right. Get off his dick.
Yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of all that either. That was a hell of a rant, by the way.
I'll follow it up with this. And you should have said this when I stopped talking. You should have gone, damn. Where were you on that one, Ron Simmons? Come on.
You're right. My bad.
So anyways. He's judging her boob size. Just I've noticed that about her, and maybe he doesn't find her as attractive with fake tits. Just say it. He wasn't trying to be on the nose, because I think he was trying to tap dance around it and get away with it without offending anybody.
Sure,
but then
I had no idea what you were talking about originally. I thought you were talking about body weight, not tits. I didn't see that coming.
And that's where he set himself up to fail, because he was too vague.
Right.
And then it was open to misnomered interpretation. So, way to go, Meltzer. There's a 7-star fuck-up.
Nice. I was totally thinking of trying to make a 5-star joke there or something.
I went 7.
Yeah, you went 7. I like it. You just omega'd that. Good work.
Well, it wasn't like a 9-star fuck-up, like trying to put on a cane mask and have sex with a mannequin inside of a casket and then pulling spaghetti out of its mannequin head and saying, Katie, I screwed your brains out.
Oh, my God.
Or the 10-star swerve that was Billy and Chuck's wedding, where they were getting married as a tag team, and they fucking went on Good Morning America to talk about how progressive the company was. And the next day, like, ha! Gotcha, bitch.
That's funny.
Yeah. Have you ever dreamed of being the next Dean Malenko? The next Steve Austin? The next Norman Smiley? Well, then the Conservatory Grappling Collective is here for you. 5,000 square feet of weights, crates, and traits, all to give you the skills to pay the bills. We even have a ring this year. Don't give your money to other wrestling schools. They're just going to teach you the same old mat technique bullshit. No other training facility is prepared to teach you a hybrid of Greco-Roman, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and Turkish bathhouse baccarat. Learn such moves as the Mediterranean manhug, the Sicilian shocker, and the greatest wrestling move of all time, the dipstick. Visit us at theconservatorygrapplingcollective.com. The Conservatory Grappling Collective. We'll get a hold on you.
Hi, it's the Body, and you're listening to Blumpkin and Friends.
This brings me to Article 3 of the episode.
Yes.
Randy Orton.
Ooh.
Have you heard about what's been going on with him this week?
No. Other than he's heel again and drawing a lot of heat from the crowd.
I'm talking about nothing that goes on the camera.
Nope, I got nothing.
Sexual misconduct allegations.
What?
So I guess when he was fresh out of Evolution range...
Oh, so this is a while ago.
Yes.
It's not recent. I was going to say... Yeah, all right. Anyways.
People have said that on a couple occasions when they had new writers... They'd be interviewing him or trying to go over notes with him, and he'd sit there and he'd pull his dick out. and kind of play with it. I like that you're laughing.
Totally. This took a left turn. Like, I did not expect that coming. I thought you were going to tell me something about, him raping somebody or something, or allegedly, not him pulling his dick out when the writers are trying to tell him what the story is going to be and what's happening.
Right.
That's amazing.
I would classify this not as a me too, but as a hashtag me as well. Or a me also. That's where I'm going with this. So he'd fucking sit there and touch his dick in front of him. And then he'd pull his hand out and go to shake their hand and he'd say, I'm Randy Orton.
Oh, my God.
And then they'd look at him like, I'm not going to touch your dick hand. He's like, are you seriously not going to shake my hand? Do I have to go tell Vincent Kennedy McMahon that you're not going to shake the hand of Randy Orton? Like, who wants to fucking sit there and grab his dick germ-laden palm?
Do we know who the writers were that this happened to? Are there any names? Because, like, if this was, like, when Jimmy Jacobs was there and shit like that, like, that's funny. Like...
It's funny, but also wrong. I don't know the names. I'm sure the names are out there, but I guess he did it multiple times.
Yeah.
And he's already got that reputation for years ago, and I'm going to correct this story. There was a myth that once upon a time ago, to get back at some diva, he took a dump in her duffel bag.
Oh, yeah. Who was that?
I don't remember her name, but it doesn't matter because she's nothing to nobody anymore.
I remember hearing about that, though.
It wasn't poop.
No?
He smeared self-tanner and lotion on the outside of the bag and some of the inside.
Oh.
She has even corrected that story.
Oh, so it's just been picking up from people. Because people like the weird stories.
Right, so this touching his dick and masturbating in front of people and then trying to shake their hand could just be that he was in the bathroom taking a whiz and they walk by. They're like, hey, Randy. He's like, oh, hey, I'm Randy Orton. Nice to meet you. And he just doesn't think and extends his hand. Then he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Hang on.
Yeah.
Hand sanitizer. I'm sorry. That was my head's elsewhere. I'm thinking about tomorrow's match that he shakes their hand.
And then he RKOs them.
Yes, and then he RKOs them on a fucking tile bathroom floor in the basement of the Houston Astrodome.
What? Is there a tile bathroom floor in the basement of the Houston Astrodome?
How the fuck should I know? I've never been to Houston.
Oh, all right.
And I doubt I'd ever be in the locker room bathrooms at the Astrodome.
And the Astrodome got shut down and closed so long ago.
Right. So why is he hanging out there?
Maybe Carmen Sandiego's there.
I doubt it. Carmen Sandiego, if she's anywhere, is probably hiding out in the tool shed of one Bray Wyatt tied to a chair, waiting to be sexually accosted.
Wow.
By Sister Abigail.
What?
Don't worry, that's not the answer for later. I'm not giving you number 8.
I know.
So it makes me think that he's too popular for this to materialize into anything. They'll say, boo on you, and then they'll sweep it under the rug, and he's Randy fucking Orton.
Well, yeah, he's a heel again now. He's not. The crowd is not cheering for him, and he's honestly, I like him a lot more now than 2-3 years ago for sure.
When he was kind of trying to be a tweener, swords of face.
Yeah.
Well, and the odd thing is they can't use this in a storyline like they would in the late 90s, early 2000s. It's PG friendly. They're not going to be talking about pulling his dick out in front of a bunch of kids that are waving their parents money for T-shirts.
Even New Japan is no more middle fingers, no more swear words, and
what?
Yeah.
What the fucking fuck?
Yeah, that got announced. The president of the company said that they need to tone it down, specifically Tama Tonga.
Oh,
yeah.
How did that make you feel?
I mean, it sucks because that's kind of who he is. I mean, given he can do it without the fingers and swearing and whatnot, I'm sure he's just Billy Badass. That's what he does. But
yeah. He's like Roman Reigns if Roman Reigns was good.
Yeah, exactly.
Which he's not.
Well, and his finisher's better than the RKO.
I don't know off the top of my head what Tama Tonga's finisher is.
It's an RKO, but it's not called that. I forget what it's called. Oh, the gun stun.
The gun stun.
I believe so.
Not a great name.
Yeah, I think that's the old name from it, and he just kept it.
Okay, so Jim Cornette piped in with his backwoods fucking decades-old mentality saying, if Randy did this, that's hilarious. That's how we ribbed people back in the days. We'd mess with them. And what they used to do to new kids that would show up to the territories is they'd have the promoter wait for him in the locker room and say, hey, they want to talk to you. And you go in there and he's sitting there naked just to fuck with them. Because, when you mess with people in a jock-type bro-esque environment, if it's not latently homoerotic, it's not funny, apparently. Like, oh, yeah, he came in here and he thought that we were going to talk about the match and I was going to change the finish to give him the win as the rookie to kind of give him a boost. But in reality, 5 or 6 of us held him down and jammed a broomstick up his poop chute. And we laughed and laughed. And, yeah, he bled a little and had to go get some splinters removed. But, hey, he earned his stripes. He's cool with me now.
Well, at least it wasn't that extreme.
Right. It's not like this is an Elk River hockey practice. It's a local angle for anybody listening to this outside of the Twin Cities metro area of Minnesota, USA.
Just, put anywhere USA high school hockey team.
Right.
That's all you need to say.
And I just think about what if Randy Orton did this because he secretly gets off on people watching him touch himself?
Like it wasn't a joke and he's just doing it because he's a fucking creep?
Yeah, he says it's a joke, but he really gets off on forcing people to look at his dick. In which case...
We need more evidence. Were their nuts bust? We need to know.
Well, all I got to say is the Viper indeed. Waving that snake around.
Snake, yeah, that was coming.
More like the Argeo. Hello! Boom, gets you out of nowhere in the shower and then puts his fingers in you.
Out of nowhere. That's funny.
Like you're in the dentist chair and then the hygienist squirts the water in your mouth and you go to spit into like the sink or they give you the sucky straw and out of nowhere he drops from the ceiling and reverse RKOs you out of the chair.
Oh, shit.
Or somebody's about to cross the finish line at the Special Olympics and then he drops down from right above the ticker tape and RKOs some guy with Down syndrome. Screws him out of the gold medal. Son of a bitch, he's back.
Oh, Randy. He needs to learn how to behave himself.
He's kind of a cock.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. No pun intended.
Zing.
And now, Jeremy Irons raps.
Hey bitch. Wait till you see my dick. Wait till you see my dick. Hey bitch. Wait till you see my dick. I'm going to beat that pussy up.
That was Jeremy Irons raps.
You're listening to Blumpkin and Friends.
Well, Beardy Magoo, we've reached the point in the show
Magoo.
when it's time to play a game.
I trimmed off like 2-3 inches off of this.
It's still there.
I know.
It still looks like blonde pubes on your face.
I might take it down and then grow it out for winter again.
I'm going to take you down.
But my hair's glorious.
Cobra Kai, no mercy.
Sweep the leg. Yeah. Anyways.
I'm not going to sweep the leg.
No.
I'm going to chop the throat. No mercy. Sounds like you're trying to take a painful shit.
You never know.
Yeah, don't poop yourself in
I'll
my
put it in your
basement.
duffel bag.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
And tell you it's lotion and tanner.
Now, how am I going to not know that stinky brown creamy shits in a duffel bag all over my fucking tights and boots is not self-tanner? Oh, is that hair gel? I needed some.
Yeah, that's totally...
Name that movie. Something About Mary.
Yeah.
Too slow. Well, we are in for a wrestling-themed edition of BS Trivia.
Again?
It's a wrestling-themed episode, motherfucker.
I was kidding. I know it's coming.
Yeah, giggity. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Anyways, BS Trivia. 10 questions. There are answers. Sometimes you get a half point for creativity if you don't know it. Some of these are trick questions. It's all about how you pick up on what I'm putting out there. Where's my pen?
Right there.
Here's my pen. J Moore. Click, click. It's a special from like
You just
12,
made the list?
13 years ago. No! God. Is everything about Jericho with you and your fucking scarves and your flowy hair?
I don't have any scarves. Should I get a scarf? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Do you want to have to kick your own ass?
Interesting.
It's time to play bullshit trivia on Blumpkin and Friends. Question number 1. Name the 2 wrestlers who made up the Rockers.
Oh, fuck. Wait.
The Rockers.
Right. Well, wait. Am I overthinking this? Is this Michaels and Jannetty?
Is that your answer or is it?
Yes.
That is.
Okay. Yeah,
Shawn
I was overthinking it. I
Michaels
totally thought it was something else.
and
yeah.
Marty Jannetty.
Yeah.
All right. He is 1 for 1.
Yeah.
Which is better than Joe Mauer usually
It's been a
does.
long day. I got off work. I'm missing NXT. I gotta go. Yeah. Anyways, continue.
Complain.
Yeah. That's what I do.
Question number 2. Spell Hurricane Rana.
Oh, shit. I gotta write it.
Oh, my God. I'm doing Peter Griffin making mouth-made Street Fighter theme song spell the fucking words lunchbox.
That's what I'm going with.
Then fucking read it to me. Give me my pen back, you penis.
All right, I'm going with HURICANRANNA.
Wrong.
Damn it! What's wrong?
HURR.
Fuck.
ICANRANA.
Okay, so I had the okay.
Wrong double letters.
Yep.
Sorry, Swizzle Stick.
I tried.
Question number 3. How many sides are there on a Hell in a Cell cage?
Ooh, this is a trick question. I'm going to say 10. Because you have both sides. So, because if you're on the inside and outside, so you have the insides and outsides of the 4 sides. So that's 8. And then the inside and the outside of the top.
You're overthinking it.
I'm overthinking it?
A little bit.
Okay, so 4?
No.
Oh, 5. Sorry.
You said 4.
Yeah, it's, well, whatever. Technically, it's fucking 10, and I was right with my first answer.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If you want to get technical,
I will give you a half
outsides,
a point.
That's a side.
Oh, my God. Change your tampon. I'll give you a half a point. Check. 0.5. Fucking Jesus Christ. Question number 4. What number does a ref count to for a knockout?
10.
Okay, correct. I was waiting for you to confuse that with a count-out, which is...
Well, depending on where it is, it's 10 in WWE. It's 20 in ROH.
It should be 20.
And New Japan.
Yeah, so the places that matter.
Right.
Question number 5. Alundra Blaze, a.k.a. Medusa.
Mm-hmm.
Would you?
Yeah.
That's
She's
good.
famous.
I would
She's
too.
a wrestler.
That's a poor reason. I was going to say because she's sexually attractive and muscular and might be able to clench really hard and make you come.
I mean, not really. I'm not really
incredible.
that attracted to her.
No?
Just status. That's it.
I mean, her face leaves a little to be desired, but overall. Plus, she drives monster trucks, and that's hot.
I mean, it was hot when she put that fucking belt in the trash, and she was like, yeah, fuck this belt. I was like, yeah, you're a badass.
I'd let her work on my crankshaft. Giggity.
Giggity.
Number 6. True or false, Steve Blackman's background is in Shotokan Karate.
False.
That is correct.
Nice.
His background is actually in Eskrima and Taekwondo.
Nice.
And I tried to verify his belt levels, and holy shit, it's nowhere on the internet. Yeah, tell me about it. Fucking A.
You should message him.
Should I?
Yeah.
And be like,
just what level belt are you?
Hey, you came up as a trivia question on my podcast, and I need to know, what are your belt levels in Taekwondo and Eskrima?
Yeah. Tweet at him.
I might.
Do it.
I have to tweet at Joey Ryan because I was at Target the other day and I saw the newest Ravishing Rick Rude action figure.
Okay.
And I was going to tweet at him and be like, your new action figure looks nothing like it. Just to be a dick.
That's funny.
Just like a week ago, I saw a Bobby Roode action figure and it had like literally no neck.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, boy, somebody's dropping the ball with this new @Glorious One or whatever his Twitter handle is, action figure. It's missing a robe and a neck. Never responded to me.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. You think you're better than me? Number 7. Better dancer, Lance Storm or Alex Wright?
Ooh. I gotta go Lance Storm.
That is correct.
Nice.
Because Alex Wright is basically a one-move guy. Just that stupid kind of... Nobody's doing that in that Kiki dance video bullshit that's so fucking popular with those kids I can't stand these days.
I don't even know what that's about, and I refuse to... I don't want to know. Don't tell me. Shut up.
Get off my lawn.
That's totally where I'm at with that.
Number 8. Where in the world is Armando Estrada?
Ooh, shit. Tijuana.
No one knows.
Oh.
I can't give you that one.
He's missing.
I hope you're going to say, I don't fucking know. And I would have given it to you. Dead for all I know.
Yeah. damn it.
Umaga! Number 9. Brian Pillman teamed with who to form the Hollywood Blondes?
Steve Austin.
That is correct. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half.
Yeah.
So you can't surpass Dr. Murr.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
But you can get
goddamn it, Murr,
7
you goddamn bitch.
and a half. Oh my God, settle down. You'll have more opportunities.
No, he'll know. That's Always Sunny. That's just Dennis freaking out like he does about D. You don't watch Always Sunny.
I do.
Oh.
Just not all the time.
Oh, yeah.
God, yeah. I'm starting to think we need to have a goddamn intervention with you, Charlie, about your illiteracy.
Oh, shit.
Number 10. Finish this quote. Your ass is grass.
And I'm the lawnmower?
What the fuck?
What are you talking about?
You had to finish the quote.
Mm-hmm.
Your ass is grass.
And I'm the lawnmower.
No.
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 It was an X-Pac quote.
Okay.
Your ass is grass, and I'm gonna smoke it. Was during his, I believe, X Factor days.
Yeah.
With Albert and Justin Credible.
Oh, okay.
As his henchmen.
Henchmen.
Basically, which is quite a demotion from being ECW champion.
Right.
Motherfucker.
I was going to say, you were pretty big on Justin Credible back in the day, right?
Fucking right I was. Whose, main taunt is just to say his name. I'm writing Lunchbox. And I'm writing 6.5 out of 10. Don't fucking grumble at me. S of a B. Mm-hmm. I didn't set the point total record. I'm upset with myself.
Whatever. If you ain't first, you're last.
Okay.
Okay.
Interact with the show on Twitter at Blumpkin Show. That is at Blumpkin Show. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/Blumpkin and Friends. I am now a member of the Infirmary Media podcast family. Check us out at infirmary.org. The show is also on Podbean at blumpkinshow.podbean.com or on iTunes. Just fucking search Blumpkin and Friends on iTunes. You can hear my original songs at soundcloud.com/BlumpkinMusic. These endings are starting to get really long with all the shit I have to pack in there.
But you should go listen to the music for real. It's funny. It's good.
He's my sounding board because I know that he'll give me constructive criticism, not just like...
It's true.
Like you tell somebody that's differently abled that their shirt's nice, and then they poop their pants over it.
Oh, fuck.
If people want to get a hold of you...
everything's genre treason. So genre treason, that's, like the music genre. Treason, like treason. On everything. Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, fucking Instagram.
Unappreciated.life.
This is the website that you can find all of our music for Genre Treason, Ruckus, Murr, Restart Felt solo stuff. It's quite the abundance of product on the website.
Fantastic. Nobody's paying attention anymore to this.
No.
They have shut it off a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. They're like, oh, this is the end of the show. I can skip it.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys.
So my social security number is... No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. It's, 774631346. It's not. That's not it. I don't know whose that is, but I please don't steal their identity.
Meh.
I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
And I'm Joey Black.
Good night.
Some people think I'm a little strange. Other wrestlers think I'm a little strange. In fact, a lot of wrestlers don't even want to wrestle the animal. Why, I don't know. Is it because when I pick a guy after a body slam and I slam him to the floor, maybe it's too much for me? Or when the animal climbs the top rope and pow! comes down upon people, maybe they don't like that. Maybe that hurts. I love hurting other wrestlers, especially real big wrestlers and the real big challenges. I like a challenge.